Huell explores a bit of flagpole history.
And boy, that flagpole has a great story to tell.
Everybody came together
and bought themselves a ship's mast
and used it as a flagpole.
Only on Huell.
All right, everybody, thank you for joining me again today on the Florentino Rebuilding Company YouTube channel. Right here on your outpost on the West Coast in sunny Southern California. Today we're going to cover an interesting topic that California's own beloved, well, here we go. Howser, big old former Marine from Tennessee, came out to California and started his own fabulous PBS. Yeah, actually, it lasted a couple decades, I want to say. But anyways, we're going to be visiting one of his famous locales out here that's along our drive or our walk that we pass by many times, right in the downtown historic part of Long Beach. This is going to be part 10, I believe. And a bit of history, and we'll talk about it as we get to the location. But everybody, the rest of the country had Mr. Rogers or Bob Martin. No, Ross Martin. Bob Ross. Well, we had our own, California's own Howser and his series on California's Gold and all the quirky different type episodes he did out here of the unusual spots and things to do out here in California. Well, he paid a visit down to Long Beach here, many visits throughout his episodes, but in this particular episode, this is in the very, very early 90s, he paid a visit out here to an unusual spot with a flagpole. He didn't know what he was going to do when he got there, and it was one of those things where once he got there, there was really nothing to shoot or talk about, but he came up with stuff. That's where we're going. And we're going to probably run into the same problem that Howser ran into many, many years ago when he came out here. But anyways, this is one of the locations, another famous shooting location, filming location in the historic part of downtown Long Beach. But this is one that we passed by many, many times. Just by looking at it, when you see it right now, you'll never even think that it once appeared on Howser's California Gold series many years ago. Let's head on out there. All right, we'll be back. Okay, we're back. We're at the shooting location, and this is where Howser came out and did one of his filming shoots for one of his episodes. Now, I've been trying to do a deep search and find it, but I can't. It's one of the ones from the very, very early 90s. I have found other ones relating to flagpoles, but not this particular one. We're literally right here in the outskirts of the downtown area where the neighborhoods start. This is part of our walking tour. I walk by this and I drive by this several times a day, as I'm sure you guys do too, and residents here in the neighborhood, without even realizing that this is an actual location of a Howser filming episode. We're in the corner of Lime and 4th Street. So we're on 4th and Lime basically. And we're here in front of one of Howser's famous historical shooting locations, and I remember him referring to as the flagpole man or the pole man here in downtown Long Beach on the corner of 4th and Lime. This corner little apartment building has this monster, humongous, giant flagpole that reaches up into the heavens, and Howser came out here and actually did an episode on this flagpole appears to be about 300 feet tall, maybe just under 300 feet, 250 feet high into the air. What significance does it have? I don't have a clue. But way at the top there, you can see giant eagle. I remember he was very proud. Huell Howser actually interviewed the owner, and the owner was very proud of his flagpole. The flagpole was painted at one time in red, white, and blue colors, which have faded through time, and you can see kind of like the primer. And actually you can see the letters pole written on the side right there. Pole written on the side of let's see how we get back to where we on the side of the flagpole there. There's also a plaque, some sort of plaque. Maybe there's two of them at the base of the flagpole, which we'll go check out right now. Not much in terms of the neighborhood, just regular little blue collar type homes and apartment buildings. There are a few little nice little historical buildings or things we're going to take a look at right now, because I pretty much guarantee you the flagpole will not be taking up too much of our time this beautiful fall morning. What a pleasant morning. Come out and do your walking, your jogging, your biking, go out to go get something to eat on foot, shoot videos, take pictures. As the sun lazily warms the day and kind of creeps through the trees and the natural foliage here in this beautiful historical part of downtown Long Beach. So let's cross the street against all the lights and see what we come up with. And the inscription at the base or the bottom of this historical yet famous giant flagpole. I believe it's safe to give this flagpole the official name of the Huell Howser flagpole. Well, here we go. It looks like there were 3 plaques on this flagpole at one time. One of them is missing now, but the other 2 are still here. Let's go ahead and get a read on what the top one says. Well, there you go. In memory of Colonel Clem Maloney, U.S. Air Force. U.S. Air Force, retired July 4th, born July 4th, 1917, died February 28th, 1990, entombed in the pool, St. Patrick's Day, March 7th, 1990, a super patriot who will always give honor to Old Glory, may rest in peace as the flag flies over him. So his remains are entombed either at the base or in the ground somewhere in this flagpole, and I did not know that. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and read the other remaining plaque that's still on here. It says, Jeski Polaska Nine Zangi. This is in some sort of Polish language, in remembrance of Ski Demski, or Ski Demski. Born September 29, 1929, in Kentucky, Pennsylvania. Died January 19, 2002, in Long Beach, California. Old Glory, may he always fly high and free in Long Beach at the pole. God bless the USA. So there might be 2 patriotic gentlemen entombed. And I think I see where. Look at that. right at the foot base of this pole on the ground. A tribute to Old Glory, may she always fly high and free. The rest of it is covered, but that kind of gives you an idea. The significance this pole had for someone once upon a time and a long time ago. And me being a metalhead, with my little metal shop and stuff, my own metal shop in my home, I usually wrap my knuckles on these things, get a gauge on the thickness. We're talking some really, really thick, heavy-duty gauge steel here. Just guessing by the thickness of these little supports down here, we're talking about 1/2 inch steel that made up this flagpole. We have another plaque that's missing. Looks like it's been removed, probably stolen. Right up there. Right up there. So unless there's anything else I can add to this, that's it for this shoot. But there's a couple old buildings around here. This little square couple blocks. We'll take a look at them. We'll take a nice little walk right now and check it out, okay? Be right back. We're gonna go out that way and check out a couple of old buildings we're gonna shoot. But we just walk along this. Look at that. There's a little neighborhood hardware store I love to go to, kind of like old school. It's right there. It's actually an Ace Hardware store now. Let's keep crossing and checking stuff out. So this is an older building, older type construction. I remember when she was refurbished, it took a couple of years for them to refurbish it. It looked more like a little warehouse before, but they've turned it into a really, really nice looking restaurant. Probably open on the weekends or in the evenings. But you can see all the wood and open attic space that you would find typical in construction of these older type buildings. So it's called Ches Bacchus or Ches Bacchus, if I pronounced it correctly. Let's keep walking. Beautiful brickwork and arched windows on top. Let's keep walking. And the small little older quaint neighborhoods that you're used to seeing. That completely surrounds and engulfs the downtown section of Long Beach. Right here, we're looking at one of my favorite properties on my drive home. It's got that New Orleans type look to it, typical construction. What I remember in the older parts that surround the city of New Orleans. Got plenty of these here in the historic part of downtown Long Beach. This particular apartment unit here, well, this balcony here was literally falling apart and it was bowed. And I would drive by all the time. It was in total disrepair. And I said, how the hell are they going to fix that? It had a for sale sign on it. Property was sold. I guess people came in with, investors came in with capital and an idea. Took them about a year to fix the whole front of that unit there and fix the bow of that front second part of that porch coming down. And they literally did it. And I saw it every day as I drove by, and it was pretty interesting how they did it. Nothing fancy, no cranes. It was just a lot of timbers, beams, cutting out old rotted wood and putting in new stuff like you see right now. It was painted totally different. You couldn't tell what paint it was originally, but now it's got this nice pea green type flat paint with accented by white. It really, really looks nice, and they did a really, really great job fixing her up. So this is the back of the hardware store we just left right now, and I noticed the back where the employees park, and you can still see the original old time construction. That's brick, reinforced for concrete. For earthquake retrofitted with those little plates they put on the side there. Those things that look like diamonds. And that's basically to hold the walls together tight in case there's an earthquake. It's not gonna jiggle all the bricks loose. Hopefully that's the plan. So I just talked to the owner or the manager of this Ace. He's about the same age as me. He says he's been here in Long Beach for about 30 years. I've been here about 25. So he said he didn't have any information on the pole. He actually walked out here with me. And he said other than he's seen it, he's read the nameplates in it, he didn't realize there was two people entombed inside of there. And he said just, if you didn't get any information on the flagpole itself, he says Google the dead guys' names that are on the nameplates. You might get somewhere further that way. So we'll do that when we get back to the office. If I find anything interesting, I'll post it down below in my description. Let's keep walking. All right, so that's about it for our adventure today of Huell Howser's, who had a PBS series here for about 20 years. One of his filming locations, one of many of his shooting locations here in the city of Long Beach. We shot one today. I told you I talked to the one of the managers of the hardware store. He didn't have a clue what was going on, just like me. But just another interesting day. Why do I shoot these videos? Just my way of giving back to this wonderful, wonderful city. Working down here, literally, I mentioned this before, has changed my life. And I hope and wish you all the same. Hopefully the same in your guys' career, in your guys' lives. Anyways, thank you for joining me again right here on the Florentino Rebuilding Company YouTube channel, your outpost here on the West Coast in sunny Southern California. You guys have an amazing day, but most importantly, you guys have an amazing and blessed rest of your week. You all take care. Bye.